Hey my dudes, my name is Cecilia and welcome to my kitchen here in Stockholm, Sweden. Every single year I throw a huge Thanksgiving party. Okay, well maybe not like huge as in huge, but like huge to me. It is my big party of the year. I literally start planning it like in the spring and then just obsess about it all year long. I have been doing this party since I moved to Sweden about 8 years ago, and it started with just 4 other people, and this year we're going to be 24 people, which honestly I don't know how we're all going to fit in the apartment, but we're gonna figure it out. No problems, only solutions. Another major difference is that for the past 2 years I have been a full-time content creator, and so my entire week leading up to this party was just Thanksgiving prep. That was all I did, that was all I cared about, and that was just like my number one focus. This year though, I work a 9 to 5. I cannot take a week-long vacation off of work just to prep for a party. Like, that's insane. So I have to prep around my 9 to 5. So the party is in about 2 weeks, and here is the schedule that I have made for it. I've already made a lot of changes to it than the first draft I made like a month ago. So let's just get started and see how accurate it is. The first thing we're going to do is the bread. We want to start with bread because it's the longest project of the day, and we can get a lot done while this bread is going. If we try to do this like at the end or in one big chunk and then do everything else, like it's just not efficient. And we are all about efficiency. Oh. Hello. Efficiency. I've set this on a 12-minute timer, which means I have just enough time to whip together some cranberry sauce. So the dough has just climbed completely up the dough roller. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Here's a party tip for you. Before you freak out and get stressed, try to vibe a little bit. You are gonna care about your party and your food 10 trillion times more than your guests will. I promise you, everyone who comes to your party is gonna be like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. Simply because you tried. Lid on. This now, that's a really loose lid. I thought that was gonna be much tighter. Okay, whatever. And this needs to rest for around half an hour. Dough's resting. Cranberry sauce is cooling. Let's make some tart dough. 3 times batch, so I wanted to scale everything out so I didn't mess it up. And this is the recipe we're using. I have this recipe on my website, by the way. Okay, let's divide this into 3. 500, 500, 575, so we'll just make them all 525. Oh, beautiful. This tart dough really wants at least an hour-long rest. We are gonna give it an overnight rest. Beautiful, into the fridge they go. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh, that was a bad idea. I don't know why I did that. That was a bad idea. Don't do that, guys. 2 bread pans, oil. Cranberry sauce is no longer hot, just a little warm. You know how there's that canned cranberry that's like a jelly? I think I can make that. We're just going to separate them now, freeze them both in, and then I will put the jelly on my to-do list. While our bread is in the oven, we are going to get on to our very last task, which is a honey butter. And we're gonna start with just a little bit of honey. You can always add more. I always forget that I have this. We're gonna call it good enough. That's really good. There's enough honey in there to be like, honey, but not enough to be like, oy, sweet. I feel like trying to make it look organic like this just looks like This looks better-ish. And then there's gonna be a little bit of salt on top of it too, so. Gorgeous. As soon as they come out of the oven, we knock them out. This way they don't steam themselves and get like soft on the sides. And that's it for today. These guys need to stay out uncovered at room temperature overnight. We want them to be slightly stale for tomorrow. Sunday morning. Let's get right into it. Chickwane from yesterday that we defrosted. I have left it out on the counter now for about 2 hours, just so it comes more up to room temperature. We're gonna slam this in the oven. I'll put a little salt over it. Our bread has been sitting out overnight, so it's like a little bit on the stale side, just on the outside. This is what we want because we want to make croutons and breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs we're actually gonna make later, but we're gonna make the croutons today. One task done, so many more to go. These guys are going to sit out just at room temperature, and that's really all that they need is a nice dry environment. Because these are kind of piled up on top of each other, I will kind of just mix them around and make sure that like all sides are exposed eventually. Moving on to our next task, we are going to line some tart shells. There we go. First tart done. And we're gonna pop all of these into the freezer. We're actually gonna be using our scraps in a minute, so I'm just gonna put them in a bowl to the side. I think it's gonna be fine. We're just gonna throw this in the freezer right away. It's been about 35 minutes, and I'm gonna call our chicken roasty toasty enough, and we'll pick it down once it's cool. Obviously, I'm not gonna pick it down when it just came out of the oven. I've never done this before, but we're gonna take our tart scraps and make them into the crumble topping. That dough is so room temperature and floppy. It just wants to like stick together. So I'm hoping that by putting it in the fridge for a little while, it will stiffen up and then we can kind of like mix it together. So we're gonna toast the pecans first. Finally, let's break down this chicken. Pecans are toasted. Now they just need to cool. All of this deliciousness, we also want to go into the pot. I found 2 things of frozen chicken bones in our freezer. Same with like, I have a bunch of really small onions that like, I'm not really gonna do anything else with. That was about 3 liters. Let it simmer for like hours. You can skim this like scummy stuff off if you want. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Our nuts are cool. Let's make the pecan tart filling. There we go. Okay. I wish you guys could be in the kitchen right now. The pecans smell so good. I'm gonna freeze this down in a piping bag. I just find it's easier to defrost and then just like pipe onto the tart that way. Perfect. Besides the chicken stock on the stove, everything food prep wise that we needed to do today is done. We love to see it. Now I want to get 2 things done that are like party prep things, but not so food related. And one is I want to polish all of the silver. It sounds so bougie every time I say that. I just polish all the silver. Although if I was really bougie, I would not be the one polishing my own silver, but I digress. And then I also want to pick out what serviceware I'm going to be using for which dish. I just like to have that be done so I don't have to think about it later. Welcome to behind the scenes. Plateware cabinet. I'm just gonna take everything out and then we'll go through it together. But, okay. Oh, there's so much. First of all, where's my menu? Like, I don't have it memorized. I don't actually. Okay. Here's my problem with both of these gravy boats is that I don't think they're gonna be big enough for either the custard or the gravy. So I'm gonna say no to both of them because people take so much gravy. That's just not the move. Not the move today. Turkey plate, 100%. Oh my God, I have plates everywhere. Tart stand for one of the tarts. Alva, you are gonna have to cut so much of this out because this is gonna take me a minute. And if you put this in the video, Alva's my editor. Don't put this in the video. I'm gonna be putting the scalloped potatoes in the glass pan that I'm using right now. I think I'm gonna do the stuffing in this one. I do need to ask Axel if that's okay. This is his that he has thrifted and not mine. And can you imagine if I did all this work for the stuffing and then it cracked in the oven? What more do I have? Ooh, I have suddenly run out of bowls. Okay, cute. Am I? No. We'll see on the day. I know that this does not look very big for 24 people. I cannot describe to you how small of portions Swedes eat, especially when it's like in a menu like this. I usually know my audience here, people. Bowl for the salad. Is there a more perfect salad bowl than my kålskål? Nej. Finns inte. Finns inte. Okay, I think I've got it. Cornbread, cranberry sauce, mac and cheese, honey butter in those little bowls, and the salad. Perfect. I almost made it, but I did get water all over the floor. So that was fun. And now we just need to dry. And this will help take off that last little bit of tarnish as well. Very, very last thing for today. Let's put away the chicken stock. Oh, yes. That's gonna be so hard to freeze. There we go. And that's it for this weekend. All in all, I think everything went pretty darn smooth, and hopefully next weekend will be just as smooth. Okay, find it this way. Slow, right? On to rolling. Let's see how fast I can roll. I'm usually really fast. Oh, let's go. Okay, I don't think that's like world record breaking, but that's pretty fast. Our bread that we dried last week. Jesus Christ. Good morning, boys and girls. It is the last Sunday before the party. So we have less than a week until the party, and today is a bigger prep day. 4 things to do, but each of those 4 things is a little bit of a project. Let's just jump right into it. The very first thing we're going to do today is candy some walnuts. This is going to go in a spinach, walnut, and pear salad. Every single year I struggle with finding a salad that I think goes well with everything else. This year I'm keeping it dead simple, if that's it, like literally as simple as possible. These guys now just need to cool down and also get dry. So we're gonna do literally everything else, and then the last thing we're gonna do today is fry these. Next on the list, scalloped potatoes. You just want it to get kind of soft. 1, that looks like a lot. Okay, maybe 1.5. Only 2 more things left to go today both of them frying. I definitely have not been going super fast today. I think I've been doing this since 11:30, 12 o'clock, and it's now 4:15. So it's not exactly like it's late. It's just I'm moving really slow today. We just have 5 prep days left and then the actual day of the party. So we're about halfway through the prep process. So I think all told there's 10 prep days, including the day of the party, and we have done 4. Halfway point. Let's go. It's Monday night. I just got out of work. It's about 3:45, even though it looks like it's midnight, but welcome to Sweden. And we have a lot of stuff to buy, not so much stuff to like prep as in like do and cook, but things to like buy. Let's get started. Oh, no problems, only solutions. Let's go. My mother-in-law is sitting at my boyfriend's restaurant waiting for me to drop off the keys because she's spending the night in the apartment. Just know that I will be taking care of these later, okay? I'm not gonna leave them out overnight. 3 days until the party and we're baking a pie and also chopping some vegetables, but only a little bit. Let's get started. I think that's pretty beautiful. Good morning. It is officially party day and I could not be more excited. The countdown has officially begun and we are about 10 hours out from the party. Well, about 10 hours and 13 minutes to be exact. I have already gotten up. I went for a very short run and then on the way back from my run, I picked up breakfast. I actually feel really chill about today's list because most things just need to be slammed in the oven. I feel like there's very little actual cooking. And as with every Thanksgiving, the most important thing to get done is all of the baked goods, the pies, the rolls, the cornbread, all of that stuff slammed in the oven, baked off, done. So that way the turkey can take up time. And then after the turkey, we go into casseroles. Okay, let's just get started. I'm gonna stop talking so we can get started here. Just kidding, I'm never gonna stop talking. That is my favorite thing to do in this life, besides cook. Actually, I don't even like cooking that much. I more like baking. Okay, I have to stop talking now. Okay, bye. Well, not bye, but yeah, you get it. I forgot to mention earlier, the lighting is different because obviously I took the lights down last night. And would I like to have better lighting like I did in the rest of the video? Yeah, 100%. But where exactly are those lights supposed to stand when my living room is filled with dining tables? I also forgot to mention, I think, Parker House rolls I took out as soon as I woke up. I think I woke up around 5:30 in the morning, and like the first thing I did was put on the kettle for coffee. Second thing I did, took the rolls out of the refrigerator to proof, because coming from the refrigerator, they will take minimum 3 hours, probably somewhere between like 3 and 4 hours to proof fully. This is for the apple tart, and normally when I bake an apple pie, I just throw the apple filling into a raw shell and like bake it off. So I've actually never tried to blind bake for this apple tart, but we're really experimenting today and I think it's gonna work out really well. So while the apple is cooling down, the pecan is gonna finish baking for this round. My caramel over here is doing things, so I should pay attention to that. Put you over here to cool for a minute. Whee! Everybody say hi, Axel.
Hello, people.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mwah. So the oven schedule, apple tart is going to be coming out soon. I'm going to try to finish the cornbread batter in that time. Then the pecan tart is going to go in. That's going to take about 15 minutes. In that 15 minutes, I want the cornbread batter to be done and piped into the molds. Cornbread goes in. And at that point, we need to evaluate where the rolls are, because I think we have to do the rolls before the turkey.
Yeah, we can maybe start the turkey a little, take it out, and then put it back in. I'm gonna start salting it.
Okie dokie artichoke. Are you gonna work on the stovetop?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. Thank you. Axel's in charge of the turkey. If you saw on my menu that it said turkey a la Axel, it's because I have released responsibility for the turkey. This is what happens when you're dating a savory cook. Or at least that's what happens when I date a savory cook. Yeah. Are you so proud of how well I've been keeping up on the dishes though?
Yeah. Wow.
I don't usually. That's why I pointed it out. Salting the turkey.
It's just what I heard online. It's like, I mean, brining will make it juicier, but it'll also give it this like deli meat texture.
I also think that as long as the turkey like looks beautiful, then that is really all that matters. Yeah. Throwing some dried herbs in the bird.
Just for some free
flavor.
Yeah, free aroma.
We're not stuffing the bird with anything, right?
No. But like I said, like put your effort in the gravy. Like make that taste as good as you can. Because it's easier to make that taste good, and it's also gonna make everything else better. So. Life hack.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm making a little like thing to
a
brush
glazy?
on. Yeah, something to brush on to the bird to give it very nice color.
Yeah. This year you're using Calvados, and last year you used...
I used whiskey or something.
Oh, whiskey, bourbon. I think you used last year.
Probably whatever we had.
Yeah.
But I found this recipe online.
And now you're adding bitters, and then you're also going to add the color that we have, right?
Yeah. So this only gets used...
Once a year.
Once a year.
Oh, she's a looker. She's a stunner. Thank you very much. Almost like I know what I'm doing. And in we go with the pecan. The batter will be a better consistency if you emulsify it, and it's not emulsified right now because my butter was too cold. It's 10:30. That big tray of rolls is in, this little tray needs to go in, and then that's baking stuff done. But I'm getting increasingly worried about like, we still need to set the tables and the turkey needs to go in and I need to do the stuffing and I need to do the mashed sweet potatoes, and like, I'm just getting a little nervous about everything. Start to work on the mashed sweet potatoes. These are the sweet potatoes I roasted this week. Axel is picking herbs for me so I don't freak out. Thanks, babe. Parker house roll tray number 1 is done. Number 2 is going directly in the oven. Got it. Come on, 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 come on. Schwunk! Whoop. Beautiful. This is now ready for when we do the stuffing. Just where you fried it, already looks so good. Yeah. So now what is the plan as far as baking goes? Are you gonna do a hot and then a cold, or not cold, but like, what is your thought? Low the whole way?
Yeah, more or less, and then we finish it tonight.
How hot are you gonna have the oven, is my question.
120 Celsius.
Okay.
200 Fahrenheit. Rosemary. Getting this rosemary in there. Boom. This has been in the oven for 20 minutes to like dry out. Now I'm gonna use this little paintbrush. Paint on a thin layer. Oh, look at the light.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving! Oh, hi.
Okay. Okay. You need to tell me twice.
My favorite thing. Do you ever just...
And put Finn here.
My turkey.
Wow, that's insane actually.
57.5.
And we're looking for what, 65, right?
Yeah.
Wow, it's an insane turkey, babe.
Thank you. Turkey a la Axel.
Turkey a la Axel.
All gravy over here.
Nice. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Okay, let me catch you up on what just happened. So, my friends left, I took a nap, I took a shower, I did my hair, I did my makeup, my friend Annalie came over. She did the coffee, she did the pears for the salad. Axel is working on the gravy, the stuffing, the green bean casserole, the turkey is done, the coffee is done. The scalloped potatoes and the mac and cheese should go in like now. We have an hour and 10 minutes until guests come. We're really racing towards the finish line right here. I have no like menu cards because I literally just thought about that. Cocktail crew. No. This cranberry sauce guy. Let's burn it. Burn it, burn it. Oh. Well, it was cranberry jello mold. Nailed it. We have 25 minutes until guests are here. It's cool. All right, I'm officially taking off the mic and we're turning down the lights because guests are coming in like 20 minutes. Whee! Woo!
Little turkey guy.
Beautiful. Hi, friends. And because we're sitting at different tables, I'm just gonna say right now that I am so grateful that you're all here. And if you are here, it's because I love you so much. If you are not painfully full, you're doing it wrong. FYI. Yeah, and then I think that's it. Shall we eat?
Yeah, I think so.
Cheers! Cheers! Oh,